What's up, everyone? We are live for another Who Are They Spin from the Real. Once again, I am Matt, and joining me for the time being is no one. Chris had a car incident happen. He should be here later. Shug just reset his internet because it was acting up. So for the time being, it's just me. And with that being said, just going to do the house cleaning because it's the easiest thing to do. So hey, there. That was quick.
All right.
What up, Shug?
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, my bad. I was resetting my internet. What's going on? Oh shit! I didn't even know we were live. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, sir. I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
I need to change my name. Hold up. I need to edit my name. Here we go.
Shug, take it away for a second. I got to take care of something.
Yeah. What's going on? This is the Shug Show. What's going on? That's right. Finally got my own damn show. I'm stepping out the shadow of Ferris Mutana, Justin Hamilton, and Matt and Chris. Finally got my own damn show. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're excited, man. It's been a good day of Schmodown. If you're a part of the Patreon, you got to see that great match, even though it was spoiled for us a week early. It was still a great match, though. Not gonna spoil it though. But what's going on? How's everybody doing today? What's cracking? What's crack-a-lacking? Sorry, I am doing the logistics. Goddamn it! I don't have my own show anymore. Matt Thomas is back. Jesus Christ!
No, real quick, we got to do the house cleaning. So as always, we have a great programming over here on Who Are They Real Entertainment. Today is Spin from the Real Day. The next show we have is Really Scared, which this week they have none other than Ty the Tyrant Lieberman on to talk about the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Nightmare on Elm Street. I said street because I'm reading. If Nancy doesn't wake up screaming, she won't wake up at all. But they got that this upcoming Thursday. Next week they have John the Outlaw Roca, and then Paige Farrow on the 24th for Sinister, which some people call the scariest film of all time. Then, of course, Fridays, we have Wrestle Reel with Chris Anthony Lopez himself, one of the hosts of this show. Just him and our buddy Nick, the co-founder, talking about wrestling, what they want to talk about. It's not your typical, let's talk about everything that happened this week on all the shows. It's let's just talk about what we love and are not really vibing with right now in wrestling. So be sure to check that out. And then Sunday, we have Real Talk. If you didn't see yesterday's Real Talk, please go ahead and check that out. We had none other than Jay Washington on to talk about his career as an actor, wrestler, and how he got all into this. So it was a really cool conversation. Really loved having Jay on. Be sure to check that out. And yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's God. I did watch some of that show. It was awesome to see Jay on this channel. And you forgot to mention next Saturday, we're celebrating 250.
I was about to get it.
Oh, we'll do it then. Why do I got to go for it?
Because there's been some movement on that. Because we had to move it to the 26th now because of circumstances. So there will be something on Saturday. I am not going to tell you what, but be sure to tune in Saturday. Not for this, but this is what Suge was talking about. On June 26th now, we're doing a thank you for 250 subs stream, so be sure to check that out. Going to have special guests. No big announcement necessarily because we're going to be tackling that this upcoming Saturday because we want to get that out there. And but yeah, be sure to check out this whatever drops this Saturday. I got to keep hush hush. Just pay attention to the Watt Twitter, the Spin from the Real Twitter, my Twitter, Chris's Twitter, any of the Twitters of any of us over here on Who Are They Real Entertainment, and be sure to check that out. But yeah, no, it got pushed to the 26th because circumstances, schedules, all that fun stuff. Life gets in the way.
Amen to that. That's why I'm freaking we're running late because I was dealing with a lawyer. And Chris's car is overheating because he doesn't know how to put water in a car. Yeah, because he's a Momo. You know what he is? You know what Chris is?
What?
Chris Lopez? He's a no-draw motherfucker. That's what he is, okay?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yeah.
Nah. What's up, Jesse? What's up, Corey? Nice to have you guys in here.
What's up, Corey, my boy? Make sure to check out his Schmodown show on Sundays, I believe. Yeah. Any given Schmo day.
And awesome also, show. Be sure to check him out on Insta and Twitter because that man's photography is just phenomenal. Really, had a really nice shoot this past week that he posted up there. I enjoyed it. Corey, phenomenal work over there. But Shug, while it's just you and I, let's talk a little bit.
Well, I'm apologizing. I'm eating. I haven't ate all day, so I was stuck with the lawyer for 4 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours.
Ooh,
I haven't ate
for you.
If I don't eat, I'm gonna pass out on you guys. You guys need Shug just like this.
I mean, that's the diabetes.
So I apologize. I'll try. Yeah, it's the diabetes. I'll make sure to mute myself. But go ahead, Matt. What were you saying, Matt? What were you talking about?
So let's just talk a little bit of Schmodown. Nah. Not suns out, guns out. Cleveland's hot and humid. That's what it is. Hi, Jess. Love you. But no, let's talk a little bit of Schmodown because we had a really good week of Schmodown this past week. Well, we talked about the live events a little bit this past Friday on Shmo Me the Real, but we'll save our thoughts for those at the end. So let's talk about last week's Star Wars match.
Yes, this was a big match, not only because of who was in it, but there's been kind of this narrative about Ace Cabrera, who he was playing Thomas Harper, that he was going to get blown out. I never believed Ace was going to get blown out. I did believe that Ace was going to lose. I'm a den shill, and I love Ace, though. But I did believe that Ace was going to lose. I didn't think Ace was going to get blown out. And I get where he's coming from, that people were kind of forgetting about him because he did win the tournament last year and everything like that. And for me personally, talking to Tom, when you talk to certain people and you get a vibe for them, you just know, like, damn, this dude, he's on another level. This motherfucker is on another level. And I'm not trying to disrespect Ace in no shape or form.
But Thomas gives off that vibe.
But Thomas gives off that vibe. Now, did I think the match was going to be close? Absolutely. Oh, yeah. I think the match was going to be competitive. Absolutely. I hope if I did say it was going to be a blowout, I apologize because I did in my head did not think that.
I don't think anyone here said it would be a blowout. Yeah.
But if you thought that, then yeah, you're a momo. And I'm gonna be more. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. I'm gonna start being more of a. No, you know what? Maybe I did say he was gonna get blown out. Did I say it?
No, you didn't. You didn't.
I thought I did. I thought I said I would see someone get KO'd, and I remember ASG saying there's not gonna be a KO in Star Wars or anything like that. But either way, I digress. But I'm going to be more honest about my opinions about Schmodown because I'm tired of people being crybabies about it. You don't like what I got to say? Oh, well, don't care. I'm a fan. I'm allowed to have these opinions. So kiss my ass. Anyway, look, I didn't think Ace was going to get blown out, but I thought this match was good. I figured Thomas Harper was going to take this match, but I didn't think it was going to be a blowout. But Ace played amazing.
Yes.
And Thomas showed why he's good.
Thomas showed he's human too.
Yeah, it did show he was human. Ace show how good he is, and it does show it sucks because you could play so well and to lose to a question like in sudden death just sucks. It really sucks, and you can tell Ace was pissed about it because it's just you just accessed the wrong information at the wrong time, and it just sucks. And if he would have got that, with the killing the younglings and everything like that, it's just something in your head. Just you miss you're a little bit off, and it sucks to see it. But Ace is gonna be back. I hope he continues in the Star Wars division. I really want to see him back in Inner Geekdom because I think that loss to Robert Parker was
a fluke.
Not a fluke.
Well, I say fluke in regards to how bad he lost. Like
how bad he lost. Yeah, absolutely. But we'll see what happens with Ace. I hope he's in the second tournament, or at least we see him on another. I don't want to. It just sucks to see he only played 2 matches this year and he doesn't get to we don't get to see him for the rest of the year, and how good he played. How good he played in last year's tournament. And yeah, he wins the match if he gets it. And look, Harper, people are going around acting like we're hyping Harper up. I personally hyped up Harper. So if you want to blame hyping Harper up on after shows, that's fine. Harper hasn't hyped himself up. Harper has done what he's supposed to do.
Harper said he's just a man. He's just a man playing trivia.
Yeah, exactly. So the hype is because of after shows. It's because of people like me, people like Matt, people like Chris, people like the LGR, people, people like C2A, things like that.
Yeah, ASG makes a very valid point. Ace also, unlike almost everybody else in the tournament.
Yeah, he didn't get a match. So I hope Christian, and you know what I just did right now? I'm eating jalapeno cream cheese on a bagel, and I just wiped my eye. I'm about to
good job
right now.
You're about to see red eyes.
You're about to see red eye. But absolutely. So I hope Ace gets a match, at least just a individual match in Star Wars, and that's what I want to see. But yeah, Harper played a great game. It shows how great he is. It shows how great Ace is, and it shows that missing a question, it by this much means a difference in a match, and that's what sucks. And you hate to see someone lose like that, but it's part of the game, But they were both the guys. They played amazing. Like these are. I would not be surprised to see Ace competing for a championship again, either this year or next year.
By the end of the year, I think, honestly.
Maybe. If there's another tournament and he's able to play in it, yeah, I could see it. But Ace, no, Upset City is a real place. Don't get it fucking twisted. Upset City is a real. I'm sorry, I didn't miss it. But Upset City is a real place.
Shug, you brought up Ace. Ace will probably be in the next tournament. You got to remember, Winston has Ace and Laura, so you better hope Laura is the champion going into that next tournament.
Oh well, then if that's the case, no, Laura's not gonna be a champion because Demolanta is gonna beat her. So
yeah. So I got a question for you. If you're Winston, say, and you think Laura's gonna lose, so let's say
no, I know Laura's gonna lose. It's not if. I know.
Right, fair.
I love Laura. Right. Don't get it twisted. I love Laura. Laura's amazing, but she's playing Demolanta. It's my second favorite player in the Star Wars division. It literally sucks because it's Thomas, Demolanta, Laura are my favorite players. Ace,
and they all
they're all playing each other, and they're all playing each other. So it's like, damn, So I got
you win and you lose either way, just like me with the 2016 World Series.
There you go. So for me, it's hard to pick. But I think Laura and Demolanta is going to be an instant classic. But I think Demolanta is so seasoned now playing 5-rounders and so focused that he's going to be able to take her out. So for Winston, it's going to be a hard decision of do you put Ace or Laura in? Now, if you get to put multiple people in, then you're fine. But if not, like who do you go with? Do you go with Laura, who's been intimidating and very good and looks amazing in trivia, or do you put Ace, who's the bracket buster, but also now looks like a seasoned veteran himself with the way he just played Thomas Harper? He beats anybody on the roster other than Thomas Harper that day. He beats anybody. He beats him. There's no question. He beats anybody. But he was playing Thomas Harper that day, and Thomas Harper is that good. So it's going to be a tough decision for Winston. I'm glad I don't have to make it. Because not only is he like throwing in female representation, he's also throwing in the Latin community representation, personal color. So it's a good thing either or. It's a good thing either or.
There's not a lot of either in the Schmodown when it comes to it.
Exactly. So it's a tough decision. I think he should maybe just trade. Let's trade Ace to the Finstock Exchange so we don't got to see Gold Leader anymore, and then put Gold Leader in the next and put Ace in the next tournament. So I'm tired of Gold Leader. That guy, I'm tired of Evan. Get him out of here. I'm good.
Speaking of which, we have Evan Bushkar on next Monday on Spin from the Rail.
Do we really? I won't be there. I'm quitting. I'm coming to C2A.
I don't think PLD wants you.
I'm coming. No, he never wants to be best. All right, but no. Great Star Wars match, though. I'm super excited to now see the final.
And Thomas missed the first question. So, like, when Thomas missed that first question in my head, I was just like,
it's about to go down.
Because I was like, wait, what? The first? the first. Just
Well, the part with that. Go ahead.
to have a man who had gone perfect in his first 2 matches miss on the first question in this third match. It's just like, wait, what? Okay, this is how we're rolling then. Thomas still has my respect. I do think he's gonna have. I think he's gonna win this Friday, whoever he may play, and I think he'll win the next Star Wars Championship match after that. Like whether it's Demolanta or Kelly or Shug says Demolanta.
Demolanta.
Sure, whatever you say, Shug.
It's Demolanta.
But ultimately, I think like you talked about up top with Harper. Harper just has this presence to him that you even feel it. You feel it even through the freaking screen, because the few times we've interviewed him on this channel, it's just like, yeah, it's just you have this feeling of just being like, I don't want to say starstruck, but just in awe, just with how he talks and how he carries himself.
Yeah, he carries himself like he carries himself very professionally. Obviously, if you know his profession, being a JAG lawyer, he's very professional. He's very, and I loved it when he showed the emotion. That was a tough match for him. That was a tough match. The opponent was amazing. The questions were amazing. That was a tough match, and he showed some emotion. But he carries himself so professionally, which is what I love. And then he loves Star Wars so much, it radiates off of him. It radiates the fact that he loves it so much that he does this for fun. And so that's what I love being a fan of his, and he's so polite and he's so, genuine. You talk to people who are making that Kevin Smets comparison, and he talked about it, how he's not even, comparable to Kevin Smets. And it's like, look, no, dude, you're a good dude. You're great at trivia, and you're a good ambassador for the Schmodown. So you absolutely you deserve those comparisons. Kevin Smets is a great, he's a god among men, and shout outs to him. He's about to go into surgery, and it's going to be a rough road, but he's going to be he's going to come through, and let me tell you something. I got a hot take.
We'll get him the Schmodown next year.
Yeah, no, I have a hot take about that. This is gonna hold up. I want to wait for Chris to get here, but remind me my hot take about Kevin Smets. Okay,
man, just say it now, because I know I'm gonna forget, because we're gonna give him hell.
No. I'll remember. But I want to get into this. But Thomas Harper is great for the game. I believe Kate has done an excellent job with him, and not only that, Christian is probably radiating about how good he's been and how much he's backed up his talk. And he really hasn't talked. Like I said, we've hyped him up a lot.
Yeah.
The after shows have hyped him up a lot. Because when you talk to him, like I said, he just radiates confidence. He radiates, all that. So I'm super excited to see next week's match against the finalists that he'll be playing. And look, if it gives him an opportunity to play for that belt, I told you, Thomas Harper. I love Demolanta.
You told it to us. Like it was ballsy.
You're losing to Thomas. That's just how it is.
We had it's gonna be great. It's like you losing. I love you, but you're losing. I was like this.
But he has. But Thomas still has to get through that left side of the bracket. Don't count out Zach Burkett and Evan Brooks-Carr yet. Don't do that, because we've seen when we've counted people out. Obviously, example Ace, it happens. So don't count them out. But I have a good feeling about Thomas in that next round.
Well, keep in mind, this Friday we're going to see Thomas play his first 5-round match. That's going to be the true indicator on if he can win a title.
Yeah.
Sugar's like, I'm chewing. Sorry.
No, you're good. Sorry.
ASG says whoever wins the tournament finals is the front runner for Rookie of the Year. I have a hot take about that, but I agree. I think realistically, Rookie of the Year is going to be Star Wars, and whichever singles rookie gets to 3-0 or 4-0 quickest.
Yeah, I don't see a singles rookie right now, unless Radis pulls off this victory against Frankie, and
Wait,
then goes and
we
beats.
don't know who he's playing yet. Frankie hasn't played
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
Frankie
Oh
hasn't.
no,
Frankie's
Frankie's playing.
Jess.
God damn it,
Sloth.
yes, slow. Yeah. Well, okay, I got it wrong then. I miss. No, I don't know any backstage stuff. Don't look at me like that, Matt. You would know more than I did. Okay, yeah, jackass. I was assuming that was the next match. But
I mean, he did
other
call
than
him out, so that's a
Radis,
good assumption.
other than Radis, yeah, that's you know why that's what it was, because that popped up in our group chat. The screenshot of, or no, on Twitter of
On
Frankie
Twitter.
being in Tyler Cleek's the Twitch of Watt. And so he tagged Tyler and said, tell your client to stop talking crap. So that's why I was like, it popped in my head that they're playing each other. But unless Radis, no, I don't know nothing. I know nothing. Unless Radis goes on an unbelievable run, he's really the only singles player I can see winning Rookie of the Year, because Colin did it because of the tournament. I don't see anybody going like.
I mean, we don't know what we still have Jacoby Bancroft and Griffey.
Yeah,
Newman.
but he's lost in teams, and let's see what he does. He does, and then if he's in the team, if he's in the singles tournament, how far? Because let's be honest, unless you get to a championship, it's like hard to make you the rookie, like consent to rookie.
Well, sure. I was more so focusing on Griffey Nooms, because Griffey Newman has
yes, but Nooms has to have an impressive run in that singles tournament. Like Thomas, if Thomas beats either Zach Burkett or Eric Bushkar, and then has Evan Bushkar, and then has a really good match against Demolanta, win or lose, it's going to be hard not to give him Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm thinking of. That's the way I'm looking at it. It's going to be hard to give anybody else Rookie of the Year. Now if Newman wins a couple more matches, goes in the singles tournament, gets to the finals, maybe that's close enough, because Newman's looked very impressive, especially for somebody that we all thought was like, hey, he talks about movies, but he's a podcaster. He's been in shows, movies, things like that. He's looked amazing. And I can't wait to see more of him. I am super excited to see more of Newman. Other rookies I could think of.
Realistically,
there's no IG rookies. There's no IG.
I mean, Moose and Amaru have their second match coming up.
Yeah, Moose and Amaru. But we are
on who win. If Moose wins that in the same way he won his match against Jacob Whitnaben, you can say Moose is in the running.
But then who's he play after that is going to depend and everything like that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But there's not a lot of rookies. That
you are correct, Corey Cameron.
It's not like this was like a weird year. It's like we had all these rookies, but nobody's other than Star Wars, nobody's really got out in front. Like last year, we had rookies. We had we had the Godders, we had the Parkers, we had the Barbarians, things like that. And then everyone was talking about them three, and then you had Marisol, you had all these other people. Then all of a sudden, freaking Adam Collins shows up and runs the table on the tournament. So everyone's like, that's Rookie of the Year.
I have a take on why, though.
Okay.
Because since we were only about 2 months into the season, got hit with COVID, and then it didn't start back up till June. Like, we basically skipped 2 months, or month and a half, 2 months, and it's going to jump. And we jumped right into tournaments right away. Yeah. So we built up, like, you had Collins, you had Ben putting his chances on the line, you had Barbarian putting his like we got to know a few of them, like Ben and Barbarian, early on in the season,
and Parker and everything like that. Yeah.
But we didn't really get to know them for real until the tournament. And that's what made the tournaments. And considering we jumped right into tournaments, that's what made the difference. Because it was like, unlike past years, we didn't have to wait weeks on end to see a rookie again. We haven't had to do that. We waited 6 weeks in between the first Radis match and the second Radis match. Think about how long. we're just getting Amaru's match, and he was the first regular match of the season.
Yeah. There's a lot of people. There was who was I talking about the other day, and I just said we haven't even seen them at all. Oh my God, who was I thinking of?
Yeah. Dio Logan says the winner of Haas Amrus can play the winner of Saul Alba. That is a possibility.
Yeah.
Jesse
And
Swift
if Amaru beats Haas and Saul wins, it's gonna be good TV. All the shit talking that's gonna go flying around here. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
And then Jesse Swift, where's his next match? I don't know, Jesse. Can you be a draw? Can you draw?
Real quick, this woman would know. Outside of Taylor Cleek, she's the one that has to put up with Radis the most. Like, she's had to deal with just Radis butting in on what's supposed to be dinner dates and just getting in the way. Shug, where'd you go? I'm by myself. I hate this. Chris, I blame you. No, but this season so far, like I said, we're not getting the rookies at the same rate. Or last year, it felt like we were getting rookies every single week. We're not getting that right now because we aren't in nonstop tournaments.
All right, about to get something to drink.
No problem.
Dying over here.
You had to wash out your eye from the jalapeno.
Yeah, that too. Rick Radis is wild, man. That guy, I like that guy. I do like him because he reminds me of Ric Flair.
But you don't like Taylor Cleek. I don't understand that.
I like Taylor, but he doesn't watch the Schmodown. So what's the point? Like, he doesn't watch the Schmodown.
Oh, Radis needs to go. I disagree, but I digress. But no, she has the most room to complain outside of Taylor's, and Taylor loves Radis. So what can she do? JK, I love that weirdo. Yeah. But no, second match of the week last week, which was
I had match results up, but I didn't click on it. Second match of last week was, here we go. We had the
Parker Ellison.
Yeah, because we had the pay-per-view, which was 3 matches. Yeah. Parker Ellison, number 2. The Spider versus the Cobra.
The Spider got his vengeance. I was really pulling for Chance. This was not a good week for me on predictions. This was a really bad week for me on predictions.
Love it. I love it when you're bad, which is usually normal for a Cleveland fan. So.
Shug, we're not doing this today. Because just remember,
Who won the division?
That's not what I was going to say. That's not what I was going to say. Just remember, we both owe Buck money.
That's true. I owe Buck money. Damn it.
You owe Buck a lot.
Buck just made so much money off Spin from the Real. It's not even funny this week. God damn it. I might have to pull that. I might have to pull that old Double or Nothing, where it's like, all right, well, let's take our bet and double it. When that happens and I lose, I'm fucked for a while. So we'll see what happens. Chance Parker was a great match. Look at, and it's weird to say this, and I know it may come off weird because of what Chance did last year. Because he did so great in IG. I personally believe. Did he have a singles match this year? He did, right?
Yeah, he lost to the kid early on, I think. He beat the kid early on.
He beat the kid. He beat the
kid early on.
Okay. One of the divisions needs to take a back seat for a minute. Because he's great as a teams player. He's great. And beating the kid this year, that's a big deal. But the problem is he's so great at IG. What do you do? Because it's like the tournament's going to happen. He's obviously going to be put in the tournament unless Shannon decides to go with other people. And it's the same with Mike. Mike's great at IG. He's great as a teams player. Singles player, he hasn't been that great. So I love what Chance did. He had it was a big match against Parker, and he's an IG force, but he has a lot of important matches coming up. He has this title match.
No, he likes Taylor. He just likes the Razor more.
It's a weird relationship, Jessica. I wouldn't ask too many questions. But I think Chance is great. He's a great Schmodown player. Parker needed this win for himself, for his sanity. Because look, I'll truthfully tell you, until I got to know Parker, I didn't like him. As a competitor, not as a person. I didn't know him. I got to know Parker, great human being. I rooted for him this year. I wanted to see him win. But that match was tough for him to lose to. And
not yet, Shug.
Oh, I don't know what you meant. Jesus. Oh, sorry, my soundboard just went off for crazy. You want to talk weird? Oh, I know.
Yeah.
But going back to Parker and Chance, Parker needed this match because if he lost again to Chance and the hype that was behind Parker and everything like that,
instantaneously,
I don't know if he could have continued a Schmodown career. He had so much hype behind him, and for him to lose last year to Chance in that tournament and never get another match, and he talked about it when he came on the show. He talked about it.
¡Viva México, cabrones!
That's right.
Let's go.
Shows up 32 minutes late.
Yo, hold on. No. When Chris comes in, this is the music we gotta play.
I'm sorry, hold on. Oh, you can't see it. No, I'm not gonna do it.
Can't play the whole song because we'll get in trouble.
Yeah, we'll get in trouble.
What's up, Chris?
I got my two brown friends.
Yo, okay, so first off, Buck, I love Buck so much. I'm so glad he did it. It was, don't get me wrong, I was scared he's gonna get canceled like immediately after that.
That's why we immediately jumped into he had our approval. Do not cancel this.
I had to go to Buck's defense. It was crazy.
Hold on. I know we're a Schmodown show, but could you imagine if you wouldn't have done that? You would have came on the show and just with both pissed off looks at your face, looking at him.
Yeah,
that would have been. Yeah, he would have been canceled in a second.
I'm kid ASG. That's what's up. I see you, Jess. What's up in the chat? I see you, Jess.
Chris needs to learn how to keep coolant in his car for emergency.
Okay, yo. So what had happened was, so imagine like we saw in the pay-per-view main event this past Friday. Like imagine like my car was going to get up against somebody who was like going perfect, but I lost on the 5. You know what I mean? Like that's how my car was. Like I was doing great, everything was doing fine, and then nope. Like it's so stupid. I'm not even gonna get into it. It's dumb. But I see you, Corey. Motown Philly back again. I see what's up. Corey knows what's up. But I have not forgotten about you, Corey, about Ghost. I talk about it all the time. We got to plan it. I'll hit you up, Corey.
We're gonna actually, if we're not doing anything this Saturday, because apparently we're moving the 250
we're
celebration.
Moving the 250, yes.
Corey, I'll make because Saturday was going to be my only thing. Mm-hmm. I'll do a movie watch along Saturday. We'll do a double feature. We'll do Ghost and something else.
A double? Oh, you want to do a double feature? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it will have everybody can.
We can do that.
We can have a double feature, hang out, and we'll do it on what? This Saturday?
Do we want to do? I know I got a lot of shit for not watching Mighty Ducks. Do you want to do Mighty Ducks?
No, we promised PJ we'd save that for
PJ
him.
can come on our channel.
I was about to say I could ask him to come. So I'll talk to PJ.
We'll talk about it, but
we'll figure it out. But Ghost
will holler at you.
Ghost is one. Yeah, Ghost is one.
Ghost is for sure. Ghost is what we're starting with. Like Ghost will be the first one.
Yeah.
But what I missed,
I need an emotional pull. I need an emotional pull. I need to see Patrick Swayze. What'd you miss? Well, first off, I was doing the show by myself and finally stepped out from under your shadow, Chris. But that
you did a show by yourself for 30 seconds while I had to do something.
Yeah. You're a no draw, mother. Okay. Secondly, we were talking about. So I have a hot take, and I was talking about this about the dungeon.
Ooh,
speaking of pay-per-view and all this stuff.
Right.
So should I save it? Okay, so I'll save it for the Bateman match for Bateman and Roca.
Yeah,
okay.
Save it for that.
I'll save it for Roca. Okay, but it's gonna get hot in here, everybody.
It's gonna get me hot, dude.
It's gonna
get you pissed off when you think about it.
Damn it, dude! Like I can't. I don't like getting mad. I've been mad for the last hour. Like you think I want to get hot?
I don't care if you get mad, and I'm gonna talk shit. I'm gonna talk shit about Bateman because you know why?
Because fuck him. That's why.
Today's his birthday. Happy birthday!
His birthday was yesterday.
They're doing the birthday thing on the channel today, right?
But his birthday was yesterday.
And don't get me wrong, I was there. Happy birthday, Ben. But I'll go to Ben's honor in a minute. But did y'all chat Star Wars?
Yeah.
We
already chatted.
We did chat Star Wars, and we talked about how great. First off, this match shows how great Ace and Thomas Harper are. Shows that Harper is human, but that they're both great.
Yes.
I don't remember. Because I know Ace said a lot of shows were saying he was going to get blown out. I don't remember if I said Ace was going to get blown out. I don't remember that. But all respect to Ace because he's kind of gotten forgotten about for what he did last year.
Hi, Jeff.
For what he did last year. And, he hasn't even gotten a match this year outside of the tournament, which sucks.
Right.
So he needs to get a match. I think Christian needs to hook him up with a match. But it shows how great they both are. I want to see Ace in IG to see how he does. Because I think that match against Parker was more of a first time thing. And I guarantee you Ace has learned how to steady better and be more, so I think it's going to be a different from what we saw him play Parker.
Right.
But I'm excited for this match. Also, I said Demolanta's beating Laura Kelly. It's a guarantee.
You've been saying that, yeah.
Yeah. So, if he loses, then whatever. But yeah, it is what it is. What did you think about it, Chris?
This Star Wars tournament has been awfully rough, and really anybody could have won this whole thing. Let's be real. I mean, the competition in Star Wars is so rough, and it's so rigged, and you need to absolutely bring it every single time. And even in matches like this where Thomas Harper, oh my God, he missed the question. He's human. We had these conversations all the time about people who are like, oh my God, they missed the question. They're going to lose. And I feel like that happens all the time. And we say that on this channel all the time. Sugar's right. No, Jess, no, Jess, we'll get there when we get there. Like Bateman.
Gotcha, bitch.
We'll get there when we get there. But in regards to Cabrera and Harper, of course the match is going to be really good. And Ace did get, I don't want to say Ace got screwed, but Ace, he went up against the guy who had all the momentum on his side, similar to an Ace last year. But like once Ace got through the tournament, that's how Thomas was hyped going into this tournament. You know what I mean? Like how when Ace had to win the damn tournament to get the hype, Thomas didn't even play a match, and we're all like, "All hail Thomas Harper!" And
exactly, and he didn't do it himself. And he didn't do it himself. It was all of us. It was all the after shows because, like me and Matt talked about, when you talk to this guy, he just has a presence about him. Mm-hmm. He has a presence, and it's such a refreshing presence because he's so humble. He's a good person, but he has swagger though. And I love that he showed emotion at the end of that match because that wasn't an easy match. Any day, and you say it all the time, Chris, at the end of the day, that match, Ace plays anybody else, he beats him.
Right.
He beats
1,000. He low key. I don't want to get too far ahead in this tournament talk, but like Ace may best Burkett or Gold Leader, whoever wins that, right? Like it just, who knows? The winner of this whole tournament may come out of that right side, and then maybe Thomas Harper now since he beat Ace. But like you said, Ace does deserve more. I don't want to have Ace's season be dampered because he only has shown success in one division. And of course, I want him to get another match before the next Star Wars tournament. If he is in the tournament next time around, depending on how many people. I know there are all these numbers being thrown around. It's like, is it 16? Is it 4? Is there a tournament? Who knows the future of the Star Wars tournament?
Yeah.
But I don't want to see Ace in October or August, whenever that next Star Wars tournament is. He should get another match. Maybe. Do you put him against like a Marie Wilson, or do you put him against someone who we haven't seen this year, who's had success?
I think he deserves a match later as soon as possible, just to show, because I would want it to be Star Wars, even though I do want to see him in IG. I would want him to be Star Wars simply because that's where he's made his bones now. He is a Star Wars competitor. He's a top, I would say he's a top 5 Star Wars competitor. I think we all could agree upon that. I mean, you're looking at Demolanta, Alex Damon, Thomas Harper, Laura Kelly. I think you put Ace there.
Woo!
I think he has the record, even though you got all these other rookies. I think he's got the record. He's 5-2.
He's really good.
Nobody has that record other than Alex Damon. Demolanta's barely 4-2.
Right?
I absolutely put Ace as a top 5
over
a lot of them. I'm sorry. I'm done sugarcoating shit about Schmoedown. I'm saying what I want to say.
Go nuts, man. I know, like, it's perfectly valid to put Ace there. The level of competition, and it's, I would go as far as including past Schmoedown and what they've done. I would low key, even after this loss, I won't bit my tongue. I would still put Ace in front of someone like Laura, someone like, dare I say it, better than or higher than Harper. We've only seen Harper in 3 matches. Like you just said, Ace has played 7. So,
I mean, it depends what's important to you. Is record important to you? Then you're going to put Ace over Harper. If you're just, I'm going off of what
it's subjective, right? It's totally subjective.
Going off of what I see. Look at when I look at Ace, swagger, confidence, love it. When I look at Thomas, I see swagger, confidence, just straight up, like, damn, this dude's going out to knock people out. Right. You know, that's what I see.
Shug's already heel. What are you talking about?
I don't know if you're ready for heel Shug.
Actually, I like. He's been tweener Shug.
Heel Shug pisses off Chris. He gets on his nerves.
And then heel Chris comes out and he pisses off Shug. Like, that's what it is.
And then that's when you get on brown crime. I don't want to
go on. Show me the money. Like, there's documentation of what happens when we piss each other off. Like,
yeah, Matt wins.
No, Shug bested me the first time.
I'm talking about that second time. There were other conditions that were involved.
Matt, I absolutely threw that. Matt, I threw that match.
Shug did throw that match.
I threw that match.
I still have the lead going into the.
I didn't even try.
It doesn't matter. Chris would have been the one out. So
I didn't even.
I love you, Jesse. Speaking of
Jesse Smith, I was watching that show while I was at work, and Jesse, I want to get on your show. If you can put it in late in the afternoon, that'd be great. But I know I would love. But I love watching Jesse show. You were on there, Chris. Definitely. Chris, dude, is Chris like a paid worker? Because this man is everywhere. He hoes himself to all the shows.
Oh God.
Okay. Like he was on Jesse Swift's, then he was on Speaking of the Schmoedown.
I was.
Then he was on Schmoes of the North.
Yes, I was.
I mean, good God, you're just a Schmoedown hoe. That's what you are.
Saturday was really busy for me. So I woke up Saturday morning. This has nothing to do with Schmoedown. Anyway, Sean Wingblade, he hit me up Saturday morning. I had just woken up, and he's like, "Hey, are you busy in 20 minutes?" I'm like, "Dude, I just woke up. The crust is still in my eyes." And he's like, "Yo, you want to be on Jesse's show?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Yeah, just give me a minute." And I did that, and then speaking of, and then I did my podcast for Chris's sake, available everywhere, wherever you find your podcast. I recorded that in between Schmoedown and Schmoes of the North, and then I talked Star Wars with Goal Leader and my boy Taco from Schmoes of the North. So it was. I
want to be on Chris. I want to go. Speaking of Chris, I want to be on the show.
Speaking of Chris is everywhere, but yeah, for Chris's sake, we'll talk, Shug. We'll talk.
Oh, Chris's sake! I thought it was speaking of Chris. See,
no, speaking of Chris.
Speaking of Chris sounds better.
That's a whole different side project.
No, for Chris's sake, it's so much better because it sounds like for Christ's sake.
That's why. There you go. For Chris's sake.
I like speaking of Chris. I like speaking.
I don't know because that means like I don't want to talk about me.
Speaking of Schmoedown, let's get back on top.
Yeah, shout out to Jay Wade. I'll be back on there on Saturday. But Schmoedown
pulling himself out.
Yo, I'm sorry. I like the show, but No, Star Wars, the division's so tight this year, and Harper is having himself one hell of a year so far.
That's what she said.
and whoever you play as under Burkett and Gold Leader, it's going to be awfully interesting. Like two Star Wars rookies, two Schmodown rookies going into this Star Wars tournament. Granted, the tournament was riddled of Star Wars rookies, but the competition has been so high. And I don't want to get this conversation started off so soon, but these are some great rookie performances. You may be having these conversations again later in the year around the awards. So
we already had a rookie of the year conversations.
Well, great.
We did. And Chris, I'll get your take on it. There's not a lot of singles rookies or IG rookies out there where you really go. There's a possibility of winning because it's like if Thomas Harper goes and wins this tournament, or Evan Bushkar or Zach Burkett win it, and then either win the title or have a good match.
Right.
That's a big thing. And then you look at what singles play. I mean, other than Rick Radis, there has to be maybe Amaru going on a good run, maybe Rick Radis going on a good run. Like there's no until tournament season.
If Frankie Alvarez beats
or Frankie Alvarez, but it's going to be in the tournaments is where you're gonna see player of the year people come out.
In regards to singles rookies, as of right now, Radis is the only one that sticks out. I hate to say that out loud, but Radis is the only one that sticks out solely because he's had the most matches as of right now, and we got to see him perform the way he did. That TKO helps.
Technically, he's got two. There's another player with two.
Who's the second player with two?
Jacoby Bancroft. And what hurts him is he had a team's loss.
The team's actually lost. Right.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna other than in the tournaments. That's what I said. Like Amaru, Moose, Rick Radis,
winner of Alvarez and
Frankie Alvarez. Frankie Alvarez.
Winner of Alvarez and Sloth. Because if Sloth wins, it's just as in there.
If Sloth wins, and so those but they're not as impressive as what you look at in the Star Wars rookies. Like you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like when you look at it, you're like, damn.
But these have been some high matches. At the same time, all those players have to know 300 plus movies.
Sure.
And Star Wars,
but Star Wars
on 12.
Yeah, but Star Wars is more deep cut.
If anything, that makes it more impressive because they're taking W's.
Star Wars is more detailed.
I've watched singles matches with you guys and other people, and people go, "Yeah, I knew that." I've watched Star Wars matches, and people are like, "I had no idea."
Right? It's like, what the hell is that? Right? Are we watching the same movies? Because the Lord knows, and I've said this out loud on the show before. Like, I thought I liked Star Wars until I met people like Matt. And then even Matt's like, yo, I thought I liked Star Wars.
We mentioned Haas and Jacoby ASG, but Jacoby has a team's loss, which automatically puts a black mark on his record.
Right now, if I had to pick a winner of Rookie of the Year at this moment on June 7th at 7:51 Central Time,
Thomas Harper.
I'm picking Thomas Harper. But ask me that question again when he plays that damn tournament final, and whoever wins that match, because it's going to be a rookie regardless, then it'll be them. But because what's the closest you get after that outside of Star Wars is Radis, in my opinion, a TKO and a sudden death victory, nothing to scoff at. But at the same time, it's 2 matches, and Harper as of right now has played 3, and he's going to play 4 very very soon. Right. So I'm over here thinking to myself, Star Wars is where the party's at. It's the most difficult division. We all say it all the time. And yes, it's only 12 movies, but that to me, that makes it more difficult because, and especially look at the competition. These folks are damn near going perfect every single time they play. Harper, oh my Lord, freaking Gold Leader and Burkett had impressive performances and some great victories against other great Star Wars competitors. One of them being a rookie, Emery Wilson. So right now, Star Wars rookies are more impressive than any other rookie in any other division. But Moose Haas had himself one hell of a first showing when he faced Whitney. And whoever, if he beats Amaru, or if Amaru bests Haas, then again let's have another discussion. But as of right now, it's hard to pick against Star Wars, and it's hard to pick against those 3 guys left in the tournament: Burkett, Leader, and Harper. And whoever wins that tournament, as of right now, is my favorite for Rookie of the Year as we stand. And I see you, Jesse, in the chat. Blackjack's lost didn't hurt Collins, so it depends how deep they go.
But deception went deeper. That's the difference.
He's talking about deception.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure.
But deception went deeper. They had a win already, and it was.
And didn't Thomas already? Not Thomas. Didn't Adam already win the singles tournament?
Yep.
Yeah. So, and that was like 6 or 7 matches.
That's a different situation because Collins.
I see what you're saying, ASG.
I get what you're saying, and I acknowledge that. But at the same time, we already know Collins had won the singles division or the singles tournament at that point.
Mm-hmm.
He like that alone had solidified him. He was just playing to play at Spectacular twice at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So
exactly, yeah. But
and even then, he still played really well.
Again, I apologize for eating. I've been at a lawyer meeting for 4 hours, and I didn't eat all day. So if I don't eat,
I'm right there with you.
You're gonna see a passed out Suge. You're just gonna be seeing Suge just.
That's gonna be us on Saturday when we watch Ghost and whatever the hell else.
Exactly.
We have to figure that out. We'll talk about that after the show. Follow us on Twitter for the details. Spin from the Reel, and our personal Twitters. We'll tweet out the details once we get them. But no, that rookie conversation is interesting. But as of right now, Star Wars is leading the way, leaps and bounds. No offense to Radis, actually, I lied. Offense to Radis, but right now Star Wars is just more. It's more impressive. It's more entertaining, dare I say it, because of how difficult the matches are and how all these folks are going damn near perfect.
It's a wonder you feel this way because didn't you want the Star Wars division gone like back in like the fall?
Matt, can you tell the people why I didn't want the division? Tell them why. Tell them why, Matt.
Well, why?
Because we had 2 matches a year. We had 2 matches a year at that point. We had 2 matches this week. So,
a lot of things have changed. You know what, Chris?
Shut up, bitch!
Where'd my freaking drink go?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Look at here.
He needs to cool it with the damn soundboard, y'all.
Here comes Brandon Buck.
What's up, Brandon?
Moneybags over here.
Hey,
What's
fam.
up? What's up? That's my white friend right there. I love you, Brandon.
Thank you.
There's only so many Star Wars movies for just theatrical releases. No shit. The questions for Star Wars going deep. Right.
Yeah, but then you have to know that information. That's the thing.
What was that?
You have to.
You'll see in a little bit.
Oh, I didn't even see it. I was thinking I missed it.
You got to know it, but Jess, and I'm not saying you're wrong, Jess. I think you're absolutely right, but you then have to know that information. So that
yeah,
right.
but
we can argue semantics all day.
Who's a better
totally
division?
In the long run, though, Star Wars players can go to this stuff and make notes and all that. A lot of singles players don't have that opportunity.
Totally. You know what Star Wars players can't do is go to the gym and get them guns, Matt. We've been hiding those things, man.
You have a license,
don't go out. Hey, don't go outside. The cops might pull you over for having a weapon. Put those things away, man. I don't need you.
WMDs over there, some weapons of mass destruction.
Nah, which way is the beach?
There's no
is
beach
it this way,
or is it that way?
This way.
Hey, Matt, can we get tickets? Matt?
There are tickets to nothing.
Can we get tickets to the gun show?
The tickets to the gun show. Right.
Moving on. All right.
Intergeekdom, right? Chance and Robert Parker.
We'll let you give your thoughts on that because we had just finished covering that right when you popped in.
Okay,
so
cool. It was a bummer to see Chance lose. Spoilers to when we do predictions again later. I did have Chance.
It was a rough week for all of us on predictions.
Yeah. I mean, Chance still played really well. Losing on your 5 is never good, but at the same time, Robert Parker, dude. Is he turning into one of those dudes that we can't pick against? Because the hype, and I shouldn't say hype because he's proving it. What he's doing in these matches this season is absolutely nuts. My man is effortlessly getting these questions right, and besting someone like Chance in Intergeekdom, it's nothing to scoff at. Chance won the damn Intergeekdom tournament last year, beating the current champion, Mike Kalinowski. Mm-hmm. So is this a sign of the times? Is this a sign of things to come? Where Robert Parker now bests Chandru when it comes to that number 1 contenders match, and does Parker inevitably beat Kalinowski? Granted, don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but Parker played really, really well. And the same thing for Chance Ellison. I don't want to diss Chance at the same time, but I did get to hear Suge say one thing in regards to Chance. these multiple division players. Is playing multiple divisions now is this going to deter your play from other divisions? Yes. I mean, Chance proved that last year because playing those teams in Intergeekdom matches so close to one another. But I'm not saying they're going to be bad or that they're going to underwhelm. But at the level of Intergeekdom and Star Wars play, and even singles nowadays, you have to play to the best of your ability, and you have to go, dare I say it, you have to go almost perfect. Right. You have to go damn near perfect in matches, especially if you're playing against Robert Parker, who I believe on this show we talked about, there's a top tier of Intergeekdom. And if you play one of those folks, you have to go damn near perfect, if not perfect. Robert Parker is one of them. And if he wasn't one of them before, he's definitely one of them now. Like
you don't beat the winner of the tournament and not become one instantly.
Exactly. Like you have to be he's up there with the Maras, the Mikes, even Chance, right? And I know there are other folks coming up, right? And y'all were speaking of like rookies last season. That's when we got folks like the Barbarian, and now we're talking about Alex Damon, Saul's gonna come up now. Even though if you ask him, I wouldn't say
kissing Saul's butt because he's mad at you.
Nah, hell, man. If Saul's in the chat, I'm waiting for my third strike at this point. Is it what's that?
That was you kissing Saul's ass.
Nah, I mean you were the one doing it. But the thing with maybe this was my train of thought with Robert Parker. To me, as of right now, he's playing some of the best under Geekdom right at the moment. Right up there with Mara, right up there with Kalinowski.
Well, he's on a revenge tour. Look at that effect last year. He talked about it. He talked about it on a show, Chris. That loss last year really messed him up.
Mm-hmm.
Mentally, he didn't know if he would. He was like really. It really got to him. And those stories I love. The Kevin Smets, the Don't Tell Peter. When you come back from something like that, it makes it more special. And the fact that Robert Parker came back, beat Chance Ellison, has a number one contender shot to play Chandra. And if he beats Chandra, he gets to play for the belt. Mm-hmm. It makes him that much better. And he's hungry for it. You can see how hungry he is for it. He's not messing around, and I like that. I like that about Robert Parker. I said it earlier. I didn't know Robert Parker personally. When he came into the league, I didn't really care for him. I didn't like him just as a competitor, not as a person. I got to know Robert Parker, the person. Love him to death. Great dude. As a competitor, I'm cheering for him this year because he deserves it. Because look, he took that loss and he took that loss on the chin like a man.
ASG, it's a one-loss revenge tour because of the fact he came in so hyped.
I see what you're saying.
Look at ASG, and don't look at what you don't see what he's saying because what he's saying is bullshit. Look, Robert Parker was supposed to win that tournament. Robert Parker was supposed to win that tournament last year. He didn't win.
Yes, he should have.
He played 3 matches.
Probably would have,
and never played the rest of the year. He was supposed to win that tournament. He was supposed to win that belt, and he didn't. That's why it's a revenge tour because that one loss, it absolutely was a revenge. Absolutely, ASG, because people like me said it. He was overhyped. He was absolutely overhyped. People thought this guy was the second coming of God.
They thought he was the next man.
And he didn't even come close. He didn't even come close to it. So he knows. And he said, and when we talked to him, he said it. He said that loss really messed him up because it just rattled him. And you could tell now he's a different person. We talked about it on the show. He has a checklist. He knows what he wants to do. That's revenge. So whether you see it or not, ASG, that's fine. We could all have different opinions. We could all go on Reddit and talk about it if you want. But
come on.
What? Reddit's a good place.
Let me jump in. So yes, Robert Parker is he's playing to the best of his ability, and there is some avenging in there as well. So ASG is definitely onto something. Mara playing Chandra earlier this year, besting Chandra definitely plays a part. But my man's also trying to save his reputation at the same time. Screw a match. He's like what you said. He was overhyped, and not by us because we didn't know who the hell he was. It's by the people in the Schmodown themselves. Christian Harloff, John Kaiser. These are the folks that are preaching the name of Robert Parker. See, that's what happens. It gets worse, Corey. It gets so much worse.
I don't know. I don't understand why people are. What's wrong?
So let me continue before you really turn heel on us, Shug.
I love ASG.
And so do I. But with Parker, like he has to save his own rep. He's saving his own ass. Like he has to win these matches. If Robert Parker were to lose to Chance Ellison, like what's next to Robert Parker? A tournament? He's better. Like he's obviously better than a tournament because my man's out here whooping ass and he's proving shit. He's a better player than he was last year at this time. Significantly better player. Like last year when he beat Ace Cabrera, when he beat Ben Goddard, we weren't out here talking like, oh my gosh, those are really great wins. And then he has his first test with Chance Ellison, and he loses. He lost at 205. Granted, like yes, it's inner geekdom, but still. But now this time around, he's beating Brandon Hanna.
I could say if you want to change it from revenge to prove yourself, that's fine.
It's still a tour.
I can deal with it. I will take that. But to me, I consider it still a revenge tour because he even said it on our show.
Well, not even that. Everyone counted him out immediately after that Chance loss. Immediately.
And it didn't help that he sat on his hands for 6 months before even talk of his future in season 8. So that definitely didn't help either. The COVID stuff, yes, there were some benefits to the Schmodown, but a lot of people sat on their asses for months. And Robert Parker was one of them. If there was no coronavirus, I mean, what a world, right? If there was no COVID and we were just still in studio, Robert Parker would have played at least 3 more times last season. At least. But
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Maybe
we would have gone to the tournament?
I think we would have got him one more match pre-tournament. One more match pre-tournament.
Well, like, even then, like my man would have still played a decent amount instead of, let me sit down in June or May, whenever that was, and just sit the rest of the season. But now, look at it. Like, he plays Brandon Hanna, and yes, Brandon's record. Brandon's another one of those guys where his record does not reflect how good he is as a player. Beats Brandon, quality win. Beats Chance, quality win. Now he's about to play Chandru. Oh, okay, great. Like, and to me, I think I have Parker in that matchup against Chandru.
I got Chandru.
And then you go into this. Like, if he beats Chandru, oh my God, he's gonna play Kalinowski. These are some of the best intergeekdom players we have rocking right now. So we have to keep that in mind too. That my man's absolutely killing it. So yes, it may not be a revenge tour, whatever you want to call it. It's a tour nonetheless of him proving why he is the shit in intergeekdom. And yes, like IG, and we had a lot of new faces in that tournament last year, so I get what you're saying, ASG. But especially when your losses to Chance Ellison, somebody who just did intergeekdom just because. Yes, Brandon, what's up? Matt being his swag show. Of course he has to be. He's obligated.
No, because I've, as you know, I bet against Chandru in the beginning of the year.
Right, and Buck knows how much I love Chandru because I've lost on his show because of it. But I see you, Jess, in the chat, and I'm seeing Bibbs is your all-time fave. Bibbs is one of the best going on right now.
Great. I love Bibbs.
Shazam, and them getting them team belts. It was a great match and an all-timer as well. We can't sleep on Shazam's performance in that match. I think that went by the wayside the second the week changed, and that's the sucky part about getting 5 matches a week. We forget. If you don't make a statement, we forget almost immediately. But in conclusion, I am really excited for Parker Chandru. I'm over the moon about Parker Chandru. And once we get there, like, because that's what intergeekdom is going to be like. Granted, yes, we just had Marin and KO, but at the same time, those are some legends in the IG and in the Schmodown entirely. Chandru and Parker, that's what's going on. That's the future / present. Obviously, they're playing, but these are some fresher faces in intergeekdom. They're not like Mara and Mike who've been playing for years. You know what I mean? Or been around for years. So Parker Chandru, that's going to be one hell of a match when that comes around. And that's a number 1 contender match. It ain't even a title match.
Right.
The number 1 contender match. Jeez. But as much as my heart was broken to see Chance lose, because I'm a corruption stan to the day I die. I do love me some Chance Ellison in the movie Trivia Schmodown. But I felt so bad for Paul Preston on Friday.
Yeah, I was really impressed to get to that.
Okay. But here, yeah, we'll talk about that. Well, that's the next match we can talk about.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to say this. We're going to see matches this year. And I understand people and their criticism of everything, a lot of things and everything like that. Mm-hmm. But this is why the Schmodown is amazing. If you don't know your 5-pointer, you can play the perfect game. Paul Preston played a perfect game. You only checked the multiple choice one time. And
didn't know it's 5.
that 5-pointer is the most important question.
Yep.
Either answering it or making sure you don't get to it.
Right.
Because look, JT did not look great in that match. JT played a good game.
Yeah,
Paul Preston, you look at that match up until that 5-pointer, you're going, Paul Preston should win this match.
Right.
Pete was saying, Paul, I'll see you when you win this match.
Brandon in the chat, if Parker takes the title, does that put him higher in terms of all-time IGN?
No.
Sheesh.
Never, because
as of right now, no.
Smets dominated on his way to his first title match where he lost, and then he dominated his way. Or excuse me, number one contender where he lost, and then dominated his way back.
Defend against some good. If he takes it off of Kalinowski, and he can defend it against Kalinowski, Chance, Chandru, Amara, maybe.
We can revisit that conversation.
We can revisit that conversation.
Ask me that again in 6 months.
What Smets has done over his career is not only amazing. It's the comeback story. I was saying it earlier. You know, and I said it even on a SEN Schmodown. I said Smets, when he did the Don't Tell Peter, was like the 85 Lakers that lost to Boston, and how much Magic, all he wanted to do is get back the 85 Lakers when he lost in the finals to Bird, and then came back and beat Boston in Boston Arena, in the Boston Arena. But how he lost, you know, humiliating like that, you know. And so I think that it's hard to compare any player to Smets. That's why when Thomas Harper, when people are saying, "Oh, you're like the Kevin Smets," game wise, Schmodown wise, yes, Thomas Harper is a great person. Kevin Smets is a great person, and so those comparisons, I see them, but for some reason, I don't know. Kevin Smets is just on that other level. But great comment.
That's a great question.
Going back to Parker,
a little too soon to ask though. It's a little too soon.
Yeah, but going back to Preston and the Schmodown, this is why the 5-pointer is so important.
Right.
1, 2, you can answer those questions, be perfect. If you get to your 5-pointer and you don't know it, you lose the match. And that's what makes the Schmodown great.
Second time this year it cost him, right?
Well, it cost Goddard.
It cost. I mean, in the fact that he and White were tied and they both missed their 5s, if I remember correctly.
It
caused it to go to OT.
I don't remember, to be honest with you.
No, Preston beat James White.
No, I said, but they went to OT. I'm trying to remember if they both hit their 5s
Did they go to OT?
Or if they both missed their 5. Yeah, because you remember the OT question was that musical that you knew.
Oh, 7 Brides for 7 Brothers. Yeah.
Yep.
You're right. Yeah. Yeah.
The Paul Preston journey that he's
God damn you, HG. Don't bring this up yet. Don't bring that comment up. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. That's my don't look
I
at
will.
It.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna scroll up in the chat. I did see it. I said I read Dungeon. I'm like, oh, okay.
God damn you, HG. All right, let's bring it up. I want to talk about it now, actually.
Oh, okay, we're doing it now. Okay, if you're the Dungeon now.
What do you do? So what do you do? Well, here's the problem. What do you do?
You can keep any 3
if Smets comes back next year, and I think a lot of people are saying a lot of people think that Smets is going to come back this year. What do you do next year? Who do you drop? Parker, Dan Murrell, Mara, Ben Bateman, Kevin Smets. Guess who the odd people out are?
Murrell and Mara.
No, I think it's Bateman, Parker.
Holy God!
He only has to drop 1.
No, he has to drop 2.
We're using season 8 rules.
They're not going to get a number 1 draft pick.
We're using season 8 rules, and you can only pick 3. And Brandon Bucks corrected us. White didn't hit his 5.
Thank you. I remember it came down to a 5.
Thank you, Brandon. Yeah. Excuse me. Smets is a lock for sure if he comes back for season 9. Smets is a lock.
Jeremy, I don't think Mara's a drop, because I'm gonna tell you something a little behind the scenes secret. It's the only reason Dan went to the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason Dan went to the dungeon. Mara's not
that deal being in place. The promise that Mara was going to get drafted first overall was the reason Dan went.
Oh my God! But at the same time, I don't want to. It's
And
hard
you're
to have
not
this
going
conversation.
and Kaiser's not going to drop Kevin Smets. No way in hell.
There's no way. Jess, oh my God, coming in hot in the chat.
I love Jess.
Oh, okay. Hypothetically, what if Danger Zone? Jesus Christ, I'm gonna destroy both y'all's computers. What if Danger Zone's the tag champs? What if Danger Zone's the tag champs by the end of the year? Just put that out there.
If they're the tag champs, hold on. If they're the tag champs, so that means you're gonna. So you would have to go Kevin Smets,
Bateman and Merle.
And Merle.
And Merle would probably be like, "No, I'm sticking with Mara." Bye.
So you would. They have to vacate the belts.
It's up to. I don't.
Unless Bateman leaves with Merle.
Well, here's what I was about to say. I don't think that matters to Dan a team's belt as much as a singles belt. Is he still going to be singles champion? Yeah. Then he'll be happy. That's my thoughts when it comes to Dan. Because to him, that team's belt's just another notch on the next to the name that is GOAT. And he doesn't necessarily need it. He's won the title 5-6 times as a singles player. That alone makes you the GOAT. All the defenses, all the wins.
Matt, so I don't know what that has to do with this.
My point is he doesn't need to hold on to the to the team's title for his legacy won't be tarnished.
Yeah, HG, if they win under the season, he has to keep 3. Who are your 3?
Oh my God.
If they win this season, he'll have the opportunity to pick his 3 first. And those players.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I have a.
No, he just gets to pick the players if I remember correctly.
He just gets to pick the players.
So but
they'll have to be on his team. So the only problem is Kevin Smets.
Mm-hmm.
Because if Kevin Smets decides to come back, they're not gonna have the first pick.
Somebody's
going to go after Smets. And let's say Smets says, "I'm not going to sign with anybody." Well, then the first pick, they're going to take him.
Yeah, that's right now. As the faction stands at the moment, it's Mara, Dan, Smets. In this hypothetical that we're putting up.
No, Jeremy, that was not true.
Mara and Dan, everyone.
They were.
It was
throwing
a
it
front.
Out there like that.
It was a front.
It was a front. It was an absolute front.
They were working
because I can tell you behind the scenes there was a deal done. So
they're working us, man. They got us work.
Yeah.
But no, as of right now, as the faction stand, as titles stand, Dan,
that's
Mara,
true. That's
Smith.
true. But do you want to piss off your best player?
Yo, yeah, like you don't want to, because damn it, to be the most complete team, unless Mara plays singles / teams, of course you're keeping Merle Bateman together and you're adding on Smets. That's if you value Smets over Mara as a competitor. And I mean, I love that we just eliminated Parker from this conversation as if it's not even a thing. And if Mara does play Star Wars, that sweetens the pie to keep Mara over Kevin. But at the same time, Kevin's not playing for anybody but John Kaiser going forward. Let's be
absolutely. And Kaiser's not, and Kaiser will not let him play for anybody else.
Right. If I was him, right now, Mara, Smets. Especially if Mara plays Star Wars. Mara plays Star Wars.
And then think about that. They don't get the number 1 draft pick. So if Bateman or Parker don't sign with anybody and go into the draft, oh my Jesus.
Bateman would go somewhere else. And there's no way Bateman falls to the draft.
But I'm gonna tell you something. No, but I'm gonna tell you something. I think he burned a lot of bridges in his offseason. There was a lot of rumors. There was a lot of rumors of him going on other factions. Mm-hmm. He burnt a lot of bridges.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't going back to the exchange.
Hell no.
Okay.
To me,
there was rumors he was going to go play for the Den. That didn't pan out.
There were rumors. You're talking about Dan. There's rumors he was about to sign with Swag. Ultimately,
you think Winston's going to bring him open arms if he was supposed to go
with
play
the year Winston's had? Yeah.
Right. Who at this point? Who's going to say no to Ben? And thank you for
All
the
I'm gonna say is there's a possibility he'll be on the rock stars.
Well, no.
The stars.
That's what I was about to say, because there's a possibility he decides to spit in Roka's face more and team up with Jeff Snyder.
Ooh, that'd be awesome.
But yeah, let's get back on top. If anybody has some questions, we'll talk about it. Leo Logan. Yeah, JTE's the fucking den killer, and it's pissing me off. Okay.
JTE.
He took out Goddard. Look, if Goddard never sees a spy question again, if he sees a spy question ever in singles again, he's gonna have a freaking aneurysm. And then Preston, like I said, you watch that match. Paul Preston looked amazing, and then to lose like he did was Jesus. That sucked.
Let the record show that
absolutely,
that's the exchange rate.
Leo Logan, JT is absolutely
without a doubt.
He will. No, he
player of the year.
It's his. It's his to lose.
Solidified at this point.
It's his to lose.
I don't know if there's another player who's come back. Maybe Marisol.
Demolanta?
Maybe Marisol.
Demolanta. Yeah, because he won a title. So it's JT Demolanta. But JT went on LGR's show, and he said that he saw a show of theirs and other shows saying, why would you take JT and everything? Say, look, nobody thought JT was going to come out looking like this.
Hell no.
Let's be real. Nobody did.
I would love to see someone who said that.
You are a liar.
I want to see the receipt then. If you said that JT was going to play this well, better than he did before, show me the receipt. Show me the damn receipt.
He did say he watched after shows, and he said, okay, I'm going to show you. I love it. Look at
great.
If we feel you, man, do you, bro?
I am one of the biggest, as we all know. I am a huge exchange shill, and
are you? I had no idea.
And I was one of the biggest. What? When
our stereo's still up on stereo, the one Matt and I did after the draft, and we were just like, "Yo, what the hell?" Like,
not the draft, free agency.
Both, because we brought JT in both those conversations. Every exchange conversation between free agency and the start of the season contained JTE's name. So look up any tape. I would love to see somebody say, "Oh, yo, I thought JT's going to play better than he did with the Patriots," and I would love to see that receipt. I would love to. But by the way, for the record, Shook said the F word a few times now, and Matt's not shut him up once.
I've gotten on it a few times today. I have.
Oh, you didn't stop him last time.
Well, I ain't here.
I get my one. I'm gonna save my one for later. But JT is absolutely killing it right now, and he's on fire. And in regards to singles, I know the Rushmore push got halted momentarily because of the danger zone. But JTE, yo, he's nothing to play with. I was very low on JTE. He impressed me. A lot of folks were. Brandon, you weren't alone, dude. A lot of folks, because once you go away for a while, you have reason to be doubtful. You know.
Jeremy.
What's up, Jeremy?
Cut that.
Jeremy Bearmy.
Because how does he not look amazing by answering his 5-pointer when nobody's been answering 5-pointers and winning?
He carried Roker to that tournament, and no one can tell me.
You cannot sit here and be like he hasn't been impressive. He's answering his 5-pointers. He don't answer those 5-pointers, they lose. Don't you can't?
Yo, like Jeremy.
Hey,
JT,
what you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Don't attack Jeremy.
No point in your
Leave him
rambling,
alone.
incoherent.
Heel shook. Cállate. Cálmate. So JT has been on fire. He's the reason why Rushmore was so damn good and such a threat. What's up, Ferris? So JT's been killing it. I would love to see. I don't know what his next match is, but like, who do you put?
I can't give it. I can't.
Oh, Mara.
Mara's played 2 matches, and while she won the title in her first match, she lost it her second match. I can't give it to her based off of that. Like, JTE has played 5 matches this year and is 4-1. Like,
guess who? Oh, he's 5-1 now. But guess who else was 4-1? Ben Bateman.
Oh my! We're gonna have this conversation again. You're really about to
now JT's 4-1. He's and look at Ben Bateman has to get past Ethan Irwin. JTE might have to play who?
According to Leo Logan, it's either Liz, Shannon Miller, or Snyder. No, Snyder. And
I think
JTE?
I think it's Snyder because Liz lost already. I don't think you put that. I don't think you put a path for Liz to get back to the title unless she wins 2 matches in a row. Snyder, on the other hand, that wow, Patriot versus Patriot.
Yo, that'd be nuts.
That's an undercard. That's an undercard.
That's a main event. That main event's a pay-per-view, dude. That main event's
I give it an undercard.
Yo, I think that main event's a pay-per-view. And what's up, Ferris?
Chris,
no, hold up.
Chris,
know your damn role and shut your damn mouth.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. But what I do to my hair, I cut it, man. Cut the sides off. Patriots Civil War would be nuts.
Wait. ASG.
More
JTE story.
Oh, sure.
JTE story is stronger, if not just as strong as Mara's.
Semantics.
Yeah, because they were both.
I like Mara's story.
I like Mara's story, but JTE's done more, is what I'm saying. That's
done more of this. Well, shit, she won the title though.
She won the title, but she immediately loses her next match. So that plays.
She set the points record in her geekdom doing it though.
She did.
Let's not forget.
Yeah, I get. I have to kind of agree with AG.
That was Shug. That is not on me.
Damn it, Brandon. See your brown friends. You ruined their show because of it.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh my god.
No, Shug, no.
Shug. Now you want to get on him. But
I didn't say it.
JTE is having himself one hell of a season. I want to see him play Snyder. I want to see him play Snyder really bad.
I think that's the path. I think that's the path.
Hold on.
Yes.
JTE was gone too. Everyone needs to remember that. He was gone for a year and a half. Dude had a bad accident.
Oh, stop yelling, dude.
My point is, people are acting like he wasn't just gone for any.
I agree with Miller though. If Marika win the IG tournament,
if she wins the IG tournament, then yes. But people need to stop acting like JT's been here this entire time. Dude got into a car accident, was out of commission, moved out, and then guess what? He's back playing better than ever. Like
not everybody knew that. This is news to me. I just knew. You telling me right now is how I found out. So
that's been common knowledge for like the last 2 years.
Well, obviously not everybody knows. So I'm clueless to that, but I'm still out here saying JT.
Yeah,
JT.
He busted his face like Kamaru Usman busted Kobe Covington's face. Ferris will get that reference.
But here we go. He busted his face. Okay.
Ferris will get that reference.
No, like JTE is having himself one hell of a year. I want him to play Snyder really bad. That main event's a pay-per-view. I don't know how the hell you don't think that main event's a pay-per-view.
Ferris even said everyone knew about the bird scooter accident.
Yeah, because of course my evil twin knows everything. Oh, like everybody knew. Of course everybody knew. It's easy to say when you know. Like that.
It was all over Twitter.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I follow the wrong folks. Then let me ask my mom. She's on Twitter. I bet she knows too. Since we're going there.
Everyone in this sphere. You're in this sphere.
Yo. So just saying. I was clueless to that. I'm sorry I don't know anything about Josh's life.
That ASG, that match was recorded before the accident. Don't get it twisted. Just because it was released later on doesn't mean
take a shot every time one of us says don't get it twisted.
Just because it was released later on doesn't mean it happened or that it happened after. So don't get that twisted. That was filmed way before.
Take a shot. See, okay.
That should be our thing. You know,
every time one of us says don't get it twisted.
No. Our thing should always be don't get it twisted.
Right, yeah. That's our merch. I knew the move. I knew about the move.
We're gonna do a merch. Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted. Spin from the real. Coming soon to a merch store near you. Right. But no, in conclusion, JTE is having himself one hell of a year. Nobody expected this. Sorry, JT, but nobody expected the way you're gonna be playing. Better than he was playing before with the Patriots. I think so. Personally, I think he's playing the best run he's ever had right now, and he's the reason why Rushmore is so successful. No diss to John Roca. Obviously, he's really good. We'll see him later.
Corey motherfucking Cameron.
Don't get it twisted. See,
Let's
Corey.
No, let's go.
Yo, Jess.
I love you, Jessica.
Jessica. Yo.
Got him!
So it came out of nowhere. You haven't said that man's name in 20 minutes. Like that.
Oh shit!
I'm about to leave the show. I don't know why I came here. So I thought I liked y'all. So
That was in regards to Jess's comment.
I'm aware. I'm fully aware of your motive. So JT played really well. I feel bad for Paul Preston though, because I feel like every time he gets a break,
I'm a dead fan.
yeah.
Because look at now, Goddard doesn't get a singles match. Paul doesn't get a singles match. They
They
got to
done
wait
for the
till
year
the singles
almost.
tournament. They have to wait till singles tournament to get
And
singles
teams
matches
and the second team
and teams. And
Like-
how's that going to affect them?
Like now, basically, all they have left. Let me go to their roster real quick. 'Cause
Uh-oh.
Realistically, I see the.
Oh, I got
single
you.
bar.
I got you.
No, realistically, let's go to the roster real quick.
And they
Well,
talk about
here's
another
the problem, Jeremy. Here's the problem. See, and this is what we need to find out from Christian. So, Christian, if you're watching the damn show, let us know. Is the teams tournament going to be 16 or 8? That's what we need to know, because I've heard 16, but I also heard 8. So if it's 16, then every team's going to be able to put in 2 teams, which is fine. But if it's 8, you as a manager have an obligation to get everybody to play. So I think you don't I don't feel Danger Zone should go in again. I don't feel Rushmore should go in. I think you give other people opportunities.
Respect.
Because look, you had your opportunity. Danger Zone had their opportunity to win. They won the tournament and they had an opportunity to get a number 1 contender shot. And guess what? They choked. So sorry to tell you.
So real quick, I do have the rosters pulled up, and we're in an interesting situation with the Den.
Don't get it twisted.
Preston has lost in singles.
Don't get it twisted.
Den has lost in singles. That's their top 2. Thomas Harper is playing currently. We only saw Duralde in the free-for-all. Saul is playing currently. Riley lost in singles. Gubbins lost in singles. Paramo lost in singles.
Jeez.
Lacey lost in Star Wars. David Del Rio cut as of today for Ross Arsenal
There you
for
go,
Star
baby.
Wars.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Ross, by the way. Congrats to Ross and Nick Harley for getting call-ups.
We'll talk about that in a little bit.
That's hard.
Jess Sloth, she has a match coming up. What happens if she loses? And then you have Rachel Silverstrini,
Who hasn't played?
Yeah. So
And I love Rachel. I love Rachel.
Say that again?
She's 0-4.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's singles.
But realistically, the Den outside of tournament play has possibly nearly played themselves out of singles play for the rest of the year. All they got left is Sloth, Silverstrini, and Duralde. Alonzo, we know, has the potential to win this. He's only played 1 singles match. It was against the kid, and it was a barn burner. But what if Sloth loses to Alvarez? What happens then? Then you're down to Duralde and Silverstrini. When are we going to see them?
That's me looking at
that's me being a den chill.
Yo, the Den have had themselves one hell of a season in regards to they've played great matches. Let's be frank. The outsiders are playing some great matches.
I don't want to be Frank Janice. What the hell's wrong with you?
That's my let's be frank moment of the week. To be honest, the outsiders are putting up great matches. They just have played better. They play people that play better that day.
Saul can't do some damage in LG and IG.
Mm-hmm.
If he can get past
Harper can't
Alba.
Carry the Den by himself, dude.
Yeah,
he
Harper
can't.
If he can try, but he can't.
Thank you, Compton. Appreciate you, brother. It's my
Shout
boy
out to Compton.
Look at here's the greatest joke ever, Chris. So Compton ENT is white. Suge Knight is Hispanic. Imagine 2 of those guys playing video games together. You're like, oh, that's 2 black guys.
Right.
They should be Chris and Matt playing.
Shout out to Compton. The
Compton
outsiders have
ENT,
bad
make sure
seating in
to
the tournament.
check out his Twitch. He's the homie. But going back to this,
They had the best round 1 matchup.
And outsiders are going to get a bad seeding too. But if Saul can beat Alba, you're assuming that the Amaru Haas winner will play Saul and Alba. And if Saul can beat one of them, You're not telling me Saul's in the shop for a number one contender spot for?
Oh no, yeah, 100%.
So Saul's going to have to carry the den right now with Harper. Harper's going to have to get that win and get that
title match.
Because if he can get to a title match and win, that's 7 points.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's 7 points. You know, so it could get the den back there, but they're going to have to carry Saul. It's going to come down to Saul Harper. Sloth is going to have to show up and win her match against Alvarez. Mm-hmm. And Rachel's going to have to climb out of her funk, and she's going to have to get a singles win. I'll shout you out any day of the week, man. Let me tell you something. There would be no Suge Knight without Compton. This man helped me. This man helped me set up with streaming, teach me how to use the computer correctly as far as streaming. So that's my boy. I love him to death.
Wholesome moment of the week. That's babyface Suge right there. That came out a little bit. That little babyface Suge. But on some real stuff, the Den has to win every match for the rest of the season.
Basically,
regardless of division, regardless of who's playing, they have them and the suspects right. They're right there with them.
And Swag.
They all need to win all their matches. They need to, because that's at the moment it's a 4-horse race, right? It's the Dungeon, the Exchange, it's the Mercs, and Corruption. Because of the matches they had already and the matches they're having over the next month. So going forward, these teams at the bottom, it's easy to say this when you're not in it, but you have to win your matches. And I know we have tournaments coming up, and again, with the clarity, we don't know exactly. Maybe they know. We don't know. I don't know. Lord knows I don't know. But if there is a 16-team tournament, that's 32 folks across 8 factions. That's a lot of people, and you're just doubling your chances to win that tournament. Same thing for Star Wars and Geekdom singles. We don't know how many people will be in each of these tournaments, but that's more play, it's more eyes, and you get more chances to win. We saw last year with the what tournament was that? Singles. There's 4 people. The 4 people from each faction in the singles tournament. And I mean, Corruption, they ended up winning the thing, but there was a lot of folks in it. You kept it really competitive, and you gave factions chances to win, especially that late into the season. And with all those late season points, I mean, it proved dividends for Corruption. So no one's done. No one's out by any means because of so many title matches this year. But the Den, the Suspects, Swag,
they can't have what happened to them last year in the singles tournament or these team tournaments where they just win one. They don't even win a match, in the first round. Like, they have to get out the first or second round in order to have a good showing. Otherwise, they're going to be in trouble. So we'll see what happens.
Let's get to this pay-per-view because we've been going an hour and a half. Suge and I said the same stuff twice, so because we went back and covered it with Chris. So
people would be on time.
Suge,
Suge, how dare you?
I was on time.
How dare you?
I was like a minute in before you were on time.
Oh, a minute. Is that how long you last? Is a minute?
Can we not have this conversation right now?
No.
There is a pay-per-view.
I'm talking about the show. I'm talking about the show, Chris. Get your mind out of there.
Shut up.
All right. Well, let's talk about this pay-per-view because the
Stars. That's the other faction I'm thinking of. They need to win. The Stars has a lot of potential, but. Yes, continue, please.
Yeah, but the Stars has Alex Damon in the next Star Wars tournament, which we're all assuming he's going to
win. Right.
So, this pay-per-view. We had Oyama versus Irwin.
Yes.
And I just want to point out, as much as I love Winston, Paul looked pissed after this match. Paul looked like he was checked out. I'm just going to be honest. Paul lost. We all know. I mean, we talked about these matches a little bit Friday, so I'm not really worried about going too deep into detail.
I don't think we did really. We mostly talked
about you left when we started talking about them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it was rough.
See what you did. He left because of it. They say you left, and now you just left the show. But quickly, Wes, quick as spin from the real can. Like Irwin, again, it was a Muslim situation for the Suspects, and Irwin looked really damn good. Mm-hmm. This is the Ethan that we typically expect on matches like these. I mean, we saw that same Ethan in the teams matches with Lightning Time, But at the same time, Oyama has talk about revenge tours and talk about prove yourself tours. I feel like he's been on one since he lost the belt to Bateman.
Mm-hmm.
So all that time
hasn't
ago,
worked out.
Right. Like, and it hasn't worked out since. But winning the free for all gives you great momentum. And you go into a match like this against a top 5 competitor like Ethan, and you know what screwed him is Ethan doing well in the second round when you gave him Hepburn, and then it's like I don't want to say stumbling, but missing a question and having to divert to multiple choice and movie release dates. Like that also screwed him.
Yo, can I be honest? Giving Ethan Hepburn was a smart move because Ethan has struggled with classic films and things of that.
That's what screwed Lightning Time in that Rushmore tag match. Mm-hmm. Classics. But Ethan obviously went to the Ben Bateman School of Studying, and he did really damn well in Hepburn. But movie release dates is what screwed Oyama. That's what it was. Like,
wait, what did you just say?
What?
Movie release date screwed Oyama?
Yeah,
no, he went to Ben Bateman School of what?
Oh, yeah, so Shug, typically... What the?
How about new, you crazy Dutch bastard?
Oh my God, what was that? Was that a plane landing?
So you gotta learn how to just cut it to the audio, bro.
Jesus.
No. Anyway.
So no, Ethan Irwin went to the Ben Bateman School of Schmodown studying in regards to classics, and that's why, like, he spun opponent's choice. Will Slice of the Week, spoiler alert, opponent's choice.
Yep. Glad we feel the same way.
Because it's in the Schmodown nowadays, opponent's choice means jack. Because cases like this, because opponents be catching, like, if you give someone, Matt, if you spun opponent's choice and I gave you, I don't know, Kubrick, right? It's like, oh, okay, like you probably be able to hold your own, but maybe maybe not like go like be 8 for 8. But Ethan excelled in this, and he had to do really well in the match. Like in the match,
you know what happened when I got Kubrick? That was a rough time.
But Oyama, I watched the Action Guys on Sunday, and Ben made a point of like, did Oyama get a little overconfident with getting movie release dates on this first spin? He stuck with it, and it didn't prove to be the best for him. Granted, he didn't do bad; he only missed a question, but Ethan ended up stealing it. But that's what screwed him going into the third round. So Oyama didn't play bad; he just didn't play as well as Ethan that day. And yeah, Oyama has that free-for-all Money in the Bank type of deal. But of course, you want to win that match if you're Oyama so you can save that for later for a potential teams match or a second chance at a singles belt later this year. But having to lose, now Oyama's still a threat with that Money in the Bank. But who knows when we'll see that? Who the hell knows?
You know what would be amazing? You know what would be amazing? I hope Christian's hearing this. You know what would be absolutely amazing? The next title match, Damaro versus whoever, and then Oyama just pops on screen and says, "I'm cashing it in right now."
Triple threat, baby.
Like a straight real Money in the Bank. Tell me that would not be
similar to
amazing.
How Sam Levine did after that one. He cashed it in immediately. Yeah.
I think he should absolutely do it. Let Damaro play whoever, and then just I'm cashing in right now. We're playing a 5-round match.
Back-to-back 5-rounders digital. That'd be nuts on a pay-per-view or like a collision or whatever the hell.
I don't know if it'd be back-to-back. I think it'd become a triple threat.
Oh, if you have them do
I don't think you do a triple threat. Personally,
if I'm Paulo Oyama,
triple threats more points.
It's like a point, right? It makes a difference.
It's 10 points instead of 7.
10 for triple threats.
Mm-hmm.
Lord, nah, it's still not worth the risk, especially if you're say it's for example, if it's like Bateman Merle, I'm not going to throw my name into that. Might as well wait till one of them's done play that.
At that point, the dungeon has
Alibaba.
No. At that point, the dungeon has a 2 out of 3 chance winning. So Paul can throw a wrench in that. That's why that makes sense. Because you don't want to guarantee the dungeon 8 points.
Paul should cash in it on.
Well, that's not going to happen, Jeremy, because Bateman's going to lose to Irwin next week. So. Yeah, he is. Well, and then, like I said, Bateman's year will be disappointing. Like I said, okay.
Wait.
Disaster.
Wait, we want to talk about this Bateman Roca match. All right, let's do it.
Go ahead.
That's right. Don't get it twisted.
That's the comment from earlier. Why are you bringing that? Don't go ahead, please. Please go ahead. Talk about Roka Bateman. I'd love to hear this.
So I just want to put this out here right now. Roka, in my eyes, from the PR standpoint, John Roka could have won or lost this match, and he still won. Because there were the allegations of him cheating. I don't fall on either side of those. I just think Roka is Roka, and he's a great player. And we got to see this match live. John's like, you know what? Everyone wants to think I'm cheating. Fine. You can see my whole body. I'm just going to make sure you have no excuse. I'm going to wear my hat, act like I'm taking a nap. I'm just going to chill and be like, you know what? My hands are up. My hands can be seen this entire time. I don't want to play this. I am just as good as I was before. And he played a hell of a match. They went into OT. It came down to that Annapolis 5-pointer, which I was shocked John overthought because Annapolis, Navy's well known for boxing. I was just like that immediately. That was where my head went. When he said rowing, I was like, wait, what? But anyways, I digress. Roka still played a hell of a game. It came down to an extremely deep pull by Bateman, and it is what it is.
Shug.
Oh,
we know what I'm going to say.
No, I want to hear you first, Chris. I want to hear you first.
Now, let me take my Ben Bateman hat off. John Roka. This is the John Roka when we talk about Rushmore and the greatest of all time. This is the Roka we're talking about. Like this, the one that played this past Friday. He went perfect with the exception of the 5. Granted, so did Bateman. But Roka, I just said it like an hour ago. Roka, like, oh, JT carried him through the teams tournament. John Roka's washed up, right? That whole discourse of Roka not being the same person. Oh, who the hell played Friday? I would love if that's not Roka. The same Roka has been the outlaw for seasons on end since the Schmodown was in BC. I would love to know who the hell we've been talking about this whole time. John Roka is still really damn good. Let's not forget that.
Straight.
We can't forget that. I'm not going to act like Ben Bateman like outplayed John Roka because they did the same thing. It
came down to a really deep pull and sudden death. That's
right.
it.
Right. And the pull, and the one thing I will say, and Ben harped on this in his own show, so I'm not going to harp on him now. Giving Roka the chance to answer a question with that repeat with the jacket question, not great because Roka wrote down nothing and ended up writing still nothing. Like it's still just strategically you wouldn't want to do that.
Did he use a repeat?
Yes, he did.
Ben used his repeat.
That's what it was. Yeah, he did. I thought he did. That's why
they both ended up using their repeats, but Roka used his first on an earlier question.
Ben, it seemed like was second guessing himself at the same
time.
Ben
immediately wrote down the jacket.
I know,
and then
as you watch him on screen, he keeps looking at the board and it looks like he might be second guessing himself, which is why I think he used that repeat.
Right, even though Roka wrote down nothing. And no point did the pen hit whiteboard, but. I'm not going to act like Ben Bateman played like he outplayed Roka because Roka they did the exact same. They missed the same sudden death question, that Angry Birds question. They missed.
Yeah, I was heartbroken.
Yeah, I agree.
Corey, how do you not know?
Bateman threw Roka a bone there.
Oh yeah, Corey, he did and that's how you want to interpret it. That's what Ben didn't make it sound like that, throwing him a bone. Like it was this legitimately Ben being unsure of his answer.
Can I just say this? Had Roka been able to answer the answer, the biggest smile would have came over Corey Cameron's face because all the Action Army would have been crying, including Chris Lopez, and Corey would have smiled from ear to ear once Bateman lost. There have been a lot of other people, but Corey especially would have smiled
and that's
loved the tears of Action Army. So
Jesse, you do look like Jason Sudeikis in some weird way.
No.
Yes, you do.
Does he?
Ted
in a way, he looks like. Jesse looks more like a Zach Morris to me.
He looks like what? He looks like Mark Paul Gosselaar. No, he doesn't. Yeah. No, he doesn't.
He looks like Zach Morris.
Man. Yeah, boo this man.
No, you don't boo. You don't boo me. I boo you.
No, but with Bateman, he got that hard ass question with the jacket. He took the match from Roka, and yeah, that's that. Really, the match was the exact same on both sides, with the exception of legitimately the final question. And that's how some of the best matches go nowadays in the Schmodown. And if either one of those guys were to play any less, we're having a whole different discourse, of course.
On the bright side, we don't have to listen to Regis this week.
Right.
He made an apology in the.
He got a bunch of flack in the Facebook, so he's fine. But now Bateman plays Ethan Irwin, and after seeing Ethan play
he's gonna get those cheeks clapped.
It's that wheel. The wheel is what's gonna matter. But that's for every match ever.
And you know what? Bateman did say this is gonna be the first time.
This is the first time they're also playing each other, by the way.
Yeah, that they're playing each other. I was reading something else.
You don't need my face, Jesse.
Nobody wants that face, Jesse.
Right. Nobody needs
Nobody
this
does.
face.
No.
Yeah, Corey, we love Regis.
See, Corey loves Regis.
Corey's nice to everybody, except Bateman, apparently. I didn't know that. Actually, watch along on Saturday. Canceled. Kidding. Shug, what are your thoughts on Bateman?
Okay, it's okay. Me and Corey will do it on my channel. We don't need you.
Okay, we're
okay.
What are your thoughts on the match, Shug?
Look, I think John Roca had a chance to win it. He just couldn't answer his 5-pointer.
Both of them missing their
fives. Did Ben Bateman look like a world beater?
Nope.
No. That's why I think that Irwin's going to take him out. He can have his confidence. And he's a good player. But I'm gonna say it again. He loses to Irwin next week.
It's done.
And he doesn't do anything in the single tournament outside of winning it and getting to a belt championship. It's a disastrous year for him. I don't care what you say. And you can't tell me no different.
I agreed with you last week.
Jess? Jesse, you missed his 5-2, and that's why. And
that hard target question, you would think you would get it, but it was confusing.
An action film.
It was a martial arts.
It was a martial arts question,
but it was a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie.
They should have went with a Lucas Black question. He would have definitely missed it for sure.
the match.
Happy birthday, Bateman!
Right,
belated birthday.
So. This next match for Bateman is definitely, I would go as far as saying, this is probably Bateman's toughest test since Merle last year when he played him in August.
Yeah,
so
I think Singles, as much as I love Roddy, he wasn't that much of a test.
That was a free W in my opinion.
Shut the hell up, Matt.
Dude. Bateman, and honestly, I would include teams as well. I think this is going to be Bateman's toughest match. Period.
Irwin, yeah.
Since Merle last August. It's not that I don't like the boss, is that root for his opponents more. Totally, Corey. And we'll chat as Matt just immediately freezes on camera. Here, Jesse, take this face. Take this one for the screen cap. There you go, right there. Screenshot it for all the folks at home. Thank you. My man's out here in 240p. But Bateman, he wasn't a world beater.
Does Jessica not like Bateman?
Apparently not. I didn't know there's so much hatred.
We love Jessica in the chat.
She be out here.
Max is being a dickhead at this point.
Yeah, you'd be like, hey, Jessica, why don't you like Bateman?
Because fuck them, that's why.
Oh, but that one's okay. Here, Shug, play the fuck one again.
No, that's not okay.
No, Shug, play the fuck one again.
No,
play it again, Shug. No, it's okay. Play the fuck one. Kick Ross. No, Jess, I would love to know your thoughts on Bateman. We'll chat about it later.
We gotta get Jess on the show. We gotta get Jess.
I would love to get Jess on the show if she wants to. But no, Bateman wasn't a world beater. Did I make him seem like to be a world beater last week? I don't think so.
I mean, the way that you're on your knees for him, yeah.
Word. Shug, if we're gonna start cooking, guys, this is my last spin from the reel, and I'm not even kidding. I hate both these men so much. This last 2 hours of my life.
You do not. You damn liar. You love me. You talks with me. I love you. Stop it.
I'm leaving this show.
You call him dad
permanently. And I don't know who my dad is. So I will. Yes, see it. He's disappeared. So
hold on tight, Spider Monkey.
Yo, nope, I'm not holding on to anything. I hate you both. So this I don't know when this show turned on me. But
Chris, your biggest regret was sending that message to me saying, "Hey, would you like to come on Spin from the Real?"
yes, apparently. Like
you reap what you sow. Okay.
This is what I get for being nice and wanting to do stuff with my friends.
And Jeff, I will repeat again, that is a lie because you've become a Schmodown savant in the last 4 months.
Yeah, come on, Jess. What's that? Show me the money. You're welcome on our show. I've been on it a few times. I lost every time. When there's a
he wants to be on. He wants to be on it permanently though.
When there's a losers game, like people who are 0-3, holla at me and I'll play again. Until then, no, I'm good. But no. The pay-per-view.
I just want to bring this up. I know it's off topic. Remember that one time, Chris, you were doing on the desk for your guys' trivia show, and I just showed up in the background, and you were like, "Hey, Shook, what are you doing here?"
Oh yeah,
and this is when we first started talking.
And you were like, "Yo, like Matt, send me a link," and I'm like, "Okay, cool."
I know it's random, but actually, you were like, "What are you doing here?"
That was funny. I'm still mad at you. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Moment of the week. I'm still mad at the both of them. Yeah. So,
but Chris, we hinted at ours. Ours was opponent's choice. Shug, what's yours?
I feel like opponent's choice is always Shug's.
No, it's not opponent's choice. I'm trying to think of the. Was that the?
I love seeing X-Men.
Oh my god!
And Parker and Chances.
X-Men was good. X-Men was good.
I just love seeing that X-Men category.
90s Faroka was pretty good. 90s Faroka was good.
What was Paul Preston's wheel slice? Oh my god!
You're asking the wrong dude.
I think he had Action Adventure. I can go back and check real quick.
No, it wasn't Action Adventure. It was Halle Berry, which was JTE's. Oh my god!
Halle Berry's an interesting ass category too.
Leo
I'm glad
Logan,
you mentioned that. Sean Connery for Bateman's a good one.
Leo Logan, what was Paul Preston's
new releases?
Wheel?
According to
new releases. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with Halle Berry.
I love that Halle Berry slice. I like the newer ones. And shout out to Sean Connery too. Bateman was awfully confident with that Sean Connery, and they paid dividends for him. Both that and Roka's 90s.
It's a brand new category. Literally, I sat there. I'm like, Roka, it's a brand new category. What are you doing?
If it was Lucas Black, he would have missed every question.
Yo, like the low blows, man. Y'all just being petty for the sake of being petty. I didn't know this was petty from the real.
Chris, I've seen you give more low blows to anybody else, but when it comes to Bateman, all of a sudden now low blows is an issue.
Who am I dissing? Who the hell am I dissing on this show?
Really?
Besides both of y'all, who am I dissing?
Check. Well, first off, you never dissed me. Second off,
you just haven't heard
calm down. Pump the brakes. Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted.
Take a shot every time we say that. I swear to God. Rewatch this show the last 2 hours. Every time we say don't get it twisted. Movie release dates gave Oyama, and it wasn't like he did bad. He missed one question, but that one question's what screwed him. If he gets if he gets the question right, him and Ethan go to sudden death, and we're probably having a whole different discussion.
Good one, ASG.
I see you, ASG. So now you love it.
That deserves a.
Got him!
This is really my last show. I'm not coming back next week. I'm not coming back. Y'all
finally
coming back.
Finally, we'll bring some good talent on the show.
Yes, thank God.
If anyone did that,
what's up,
they would
Ashley?
be drunk within like 5 minutes.
Right. Apparently, y'all are pulling our string, and we're just saying the same thing over and over again. You just Radis, any chance you get, don't play. I do. Like, yes, he wins his matches, but he's a piece of garbage. Have you seen that, man?
How is he? Why? What's wrong with him?
The persona he brings, it's dirty. It's this dirty aura that he brings to the Schmodown.
Are you jealous? You just can't be like Rick Radis? Is that what it is?
I can't be like Rick Radis. I choose to not be like Rick. I love Taylor Cleek, his raging.
Are you suckers ready to rage?
See, and that's Taylor doing his best Rick Radis impression. But like I like Taylor a lot. I love Taylor so much. Check out his streams on Twitch on a What Real podcast.
I don't know where you go, Jesse. It's $20 where I live.
No, we need to calm down as a group. Ooh. But no, I'm just saying, like, I pick Radis in my matches. because in the match predictions because he's good. Raz is good at movie trivia.
It's because you secretly want to be him.
I don't want to be like Rick Raz. If I did, then we'd be having a whole different conversation.
All right. Let's move on from this. And let's bring up our standings for match predictions, included the percentage points this time, so we have an idea of what.
Look at that 68 over that 67.
Get out of here! You were going for 2 months,
Chris.
Not
just
2
remember,
months.
I'll always be 1% better than you.
Yeah, yeah, right. You know what? I agree. Suge is 1% better.
You know why? Because the Puerto Rican half is just a little.
Yeah, the Puerto Rican half outshines the black half. I love Taylor the most. No,
wow, I didn't say all that. Jesus Christ, we're getting canceled. Buck.
Buck. Where are you at, Brandon? Let's do predictions for this week.
All right, so Chris.
Well, can we? Okay, I wanted to talk about that. We can't predict the Star Wars match.
I don't know who won. So
you're a damn liar. It was in the spoilers. Don't lie.
Don't
you lie.
Nat is a liar. Nat has lied this whole season.
Yeah,
no.
I could have been a dick. I could have been a dick and just not said anything, and we all would have known.
Hell no.
Text Taylor and ask him who my prediction was initially.
When?
No, that's true. No. We did talk. He. Okay, well then, yeah, you have to stick with that prediction. All right, so Matt sticks with Zach Burkett. Who do you pick, Chris? Goal leader. Who do you pick? Goal leader. Okay, let's go. Move on.
In all honesty, I would have chosen.
It's gonna be. I would have picked Zach Burkett, simply because I think he's an amazing player. And when you watch this match, I got to watch it early because of Patreon.
Yeah.
It lives up to the hype.
You watched it. Both of y'all cheating. I swear.
I didn't cheat.
It lives up to the hype.
Y'all stay cheating. Y'all stay cheating on this show. Mm-mm.
It lives up to the hype.
Can't stand
it. And look at both of these players are good. Both of them are. So it's gonna live up to that. So yeah, we won't spoil it for you, Corey, because it did get spoiled last week. So, but yeah.
No, and I didn't. I haven't seen it. I didn't watch last week's cut of Ace Harper that had the spoiler in it either. It's just like word spreads fast in this space, so like it's hard to avoid that type of stuff. So we won't do predictions for this one, but Burkett and Goal Leader. Not only is the story there for me because both those guys have been chumming it up and they've been throwing mud at each other, but it's going to be one hell of a match. Burkett had himself one great showing against Witt, and Goal Leader proved in his 2 matches with Lacey and with Marie how good he is at Star Wars. I think my man's missed the one question, if I'm not mistaken. And Leo can correct me if he's still in the chat, the guru of the movie trivia schmodown. But I think Goal Leader's missed one question in 2 matches. And you can't scoff at that. But at the same time, Burkett beat Witt, and Witt's probably the best player in any division to have no losses in that division, or no wins in that division, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So that match is going to be awesome. I haven't seen it. Suge has, I have not, but it's going to be so rad. Good night, Jess. I love you, Jessica. Goal Leader has missed round one question. I believe it was in Lace. Right, there you go. So Goal Leader's having himself one hell of a year so far, and him and Burkett to be one clash of 2 great Star Wars rookies. And winner faces Harper, and I don't envy either one of them. I'll say that. Or I don't envy Harper either. Harper can lose, guys. We forget that sometimes when we talk about him. He could totally lose. Yeah. But it just, sometimes we just don't think he will. Moving on.
Moving on.
All right. Let's go on to the second match of the week, which, hold up, because I had to. All right, here we go. Wiggins versus Ramirez.
Oh, snap.
Oh, Sabrina versus Clee Wiggins. Wow, this is a good match.
Wow.
I love the female representation, but I don't want to see female versus female anymore. I agree. Need to change that.
I will say this. I'll go first this time. Based off of her Black Cinema match alone, the comeback to win it, I'm going Clee Wiggins. Recency bias, because I guess we haven't seen much of either of them, so I'm going Clee Wiggins.
We saw Sabrina at the free throw.
Oh no!
Oh my God! So
Strike free.
Obviously, you haven't seen the rest of the show. We're talking about Harper. So, Saul, come on now, come on, man. But in regards to Wiggins and Ramirez, I am going to go with Wiggins as well. Because Wiggins. I wish I can give an explanation. I can't. I'm picking Clee.
Suge, who you got?
Saul, you throw off my groove.
I'm gonna go with Wiggins too.
All right.
We said that man's name 3 times. He pops up in the chat. That's how it is. It's like
Sweet.
Beetlejuice.
Ooh, I like that sweet tea.
Back to the dugout. Change your name to Sweet Tea. That's awesome. I love that.
All
Friday.
right. Next match. Sugar going first on this one. Doug Benson versus Chris Van Vliet.
Chris Van Vliet is. Remind me who that is.
That's the he's from the dungeon.
Podcast guy.
And who's the other person you said?
Doug Benson.
Another podcast guy. Comedian.
Actor,
Benson
podcaster, comedian.
Stoner,
yeah.
Yeah, but
no. Here, I'll go first.
Yeah.
So with Chris Van Vliet, I'm such a fan of him. I love his work on Insight with Chris Van Vliet. Really great guy. Haven't met him, but he sounds like a cool dude. But I'm gonna go with Doug because stoners are 1 for 1 in the Schmodown. So
yeah, I'll go with Doug Benson.
I'm going
also.
with Doug based off the fact he's an actor.
What'd you say?
Yeah, based off him being an actor, and then he was in the documentary, the last blockbuster,
Mm-hmm.
and you could see his movie knowledge as he talked in that. So Benson won for that. All right.
It's hard to when you get to the dugout, grab your glove and go to the locker room. Jeez, oh wow, I'm going to the dugout and the locker room. Damn, what did I do? Like I don't understand.
I mean, Saul, don't worry. He's quitting the show after this.
I am quitting the show. It's my last show.
So we'll be finding someone new. You know.
Yeah, I'm going to the dugout and then going to the locker room and then staying there for every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific for the rest of the time. But yes, that's we all got Benson.
Chris, undercard, Sandrew Parker.
I said
is there a pay-per-view is there a pay-per-view Friday? I won't be here.
Where are you going?
I'm playing in a Magic tournament.
Oh, yeah, sure. Priorities.
First off, hell yeah, that's priorities.
Priorities. Go
the
get
hell
you
you
some.
talk about? Hey, go hold yourself to another show, okay?
I am. Speaking of Schmodown, I'll be on this weekend, 2:30 Eastern. But I said this earlier, I'll say it again. I'm picking Parker over Chandru. Yeah. I'm riding the wave of Robert Parker, and if this bites me in the ass, cool. If it doesn't, cool. Because I like Chandru a lot, and I want him to succeed. I'm gonna be Bateman again in Magic.
He doesn't want to make Bateman cry.
I want both these guys to succeed, but I'm picking Parker.
Chris,
do you know what else I found out about Corey Cameron?
He plays Magic.
He is a Chandru fan.
Is there something wrong with that?
But I would not expect. Corey's such a nice, wholesome guy, and like that villain.
All right, I'm going Chandru this week because I'm not picking against Swag. I want my team to have a comeback. So Swag. Oh,
you too.
Drip. It's only because of Winston.
If you got the drip, go to the doctor and get that checked out. Okay.
Who you got?
We can't like Chandru over here.
Yeah,
Show me the money.
Show
me the money condemned me for liking Chandru. So
I got Parker.
Riding the wave, baby. It's only 3 rounds, right?
Yeah.
Is it 3? Yeah, it's 3. It's 3. No tournament final. Okay. Friday.
And the last match of this week is the winner of Burkett and Gold Leader versus Thomas Harper. So be sure to get that prediction on our Twitter Friday night.
Yes. At Spin from the Real, we'll do our predictions after the match goes public.
We can predict it. We can predict it right now because it's Thomas Harper.
Oh God.
No. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
It's Thomas Harper.
I would pick Harper either way.
It's Thomas Harper.
Just because you guys have been giving me a hard time this whole show, my prediction will be on Twitter this Friday at Spin from the Reel.
AKA he's picking against Thomas Harper. So,
I will be putting that on Twitter, Spin from the Reel.
So,
Friday.
Saul, you were right. He's picking against Harper. He's talking against Harper.
He is, Saul. He's picking against
Harper. Get it all
Harper.
out now. Get it all out now because I'm not coming back next week. Get it all out now. Yeah, let me hear it. Come on, let me hear it. I want to hear it.
No, you'll hear it from Saul later.
Oh,
he's gonna come visit you.
I would. Oh, when in the locker room, don't even shower. No stream. Chris, I just got done talking with Jerry. For some reason, he doesn't need you. Word. Okay, if that's the case, I love how Saul's going to be blacklisted from every other after show, even my own after show. I'm getting blacklisted by Saul.
It's not yours anymore. It's not yours anymore.
Or excuse me, the show I was on.
It's Matt and Shook show now.
Yeah, the Matt and Shook show. Yeah, and it's featuring Chris. But yes, it's going to be a great night of paper. Even the match on Friday.
It should absolutely. We need to get somebody to make that a emo Twitch. Absolutely.
Right. I'm
gonna work on that. Did we?
It's okay. Oh, yeah.
Jesse,
thank you, Jesse.
Shit, I want to make this joke, but I like Jesse as a person. So I can't really make it. Never mind. Jesse, I was about to eat you up right now, and then I don't want to do that because I like you as a guy. So I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Thank you, Jesse. Thank you. At least someone's being nice to me in the chat. Lord.
Oh, well, I can make it about Chris. Jesse, Chris is a no draw mother effer.
Yeah, no draw. I'm just there. I'm just a body. I'm a body that's just there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's just like
Jess.
Your opinion, man.
Yeah,
Jess, I came and watched your whole show Saturday, and you're gonna flip me off. All
you know why he watched it? Me, the one draw mother effer over here, Chris Anthony Lopez.
Yeah, that's true. I came to see the only person that looks like me on Jesse's show.
Right. I was outnumbered that day. But you know what? That's a whole different thing, a whole different deal. That's the show. That's the show. We're done. My final show. Oh my God.
Oh!
This is my final show on Spin from the Reel. Thank you guys so much.
I love you, Jess.
All the viewers. All the viewers, I'm so thankful that y'all watched Spin from the Reel. Matt and Sugar are going to do a great job next week and going forward.
We will hit 500 subscribers within 2 days after Chris leaves.
Yeah, they're going to hit 500 subs. They're going to double the sub count in 2 days, and it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see it. And my last Wrestle Reel will be on Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central. Talking the latest and greatest in wrestling with a little bit of a twist. Myself and Nick Molbach.
Great show.
Yeah, thank you. This will be the last one too. It's the last one. Y'all ruined it.
Is it? Are you going to another show, Chris?
Am I going
start with the L, end with the R?
Yes, I'm going.
They're bringing some color. They're bringing some color to their channel.
All right, guys. Remember, Spin from the Reel, not the peg.